YouTube. You know what time it is? This on a serious note, man. It's your boy Fortro 5000.
Your boy Ricky Levi.
We just kind of give it a game, bro. Cause like so many people get it confused when you're chasing a bag and stuff. You're trying to get that money. You're trying to be successful, right? The first thing I want to say is like success truly is fulfillment, right?
Yes, sir. I agree.
It's peace of mind. It's happiness. It's true success is fulfillment.
Yes, sir.
Everybody has different needs, different desires of what success is, but that true feeling is that peace of mind and happiness, man.
Yes, sir.
That's all it is. But to become financially successful is not just focusing on a bag. Because what happens is when you focus just on the goal, on the outcome, right, of the situation, you forget everything that led you up to get that bag in the first place. And what can happen is you can get deterred from reaching those goals and achieving and attaining everything that you really desire to achieve, right?
Yes, sir.
And it really comes down to your characteristic. If you ask any billionaire, any millionaire, how'd you become successful? They don't ever tell you, I got into real estate. Mm-hmm. Oh, I did Bitcoin. I don't know. They say I did the research. I put in the work, the amount that it took, the time, everything. They basically tell you the characteristics of what it took to become successful. They don't say, hey, how'd you become a millionaire? I started a trucking company. No, they say, man, it take a lot to become successful. They don't just talk about the business aspect, what they went through mentally, emotionally, physically.
One of the things you gotta have, like probably one of the most important things you gotta have to be successful, man, you gotta have belief in yourself, bro. Because
that's number one.
Everybody ain't gonna believe in your dreams. Some of your dreams just might seem so far-fetched that the average mind is not going to comprehend it and be like, yeah, bro, that's it. So when you feel around, when you hear and see all this negativity around you and like people trying to like let you know that it ain't real, it really take an effect on you. So that's why having that belief in yourself, not caring what nobody else think and what they think the outcome might be, you gotta stay focused on that goal and know what you can accomplish. Can't nothing stop you, bro. Like, once again, you ain't got no limits to have that true belief in yourself, in your product, and whatever you're trying to do, just have that real belief in yourself, man. That's to me number one, bro. Because coming from where we came from, as convicted fellas, they gonna tell us, oh, bro, you a felon, but listen, we ain't taking no for S because we know what we can do. Yeah, and we gonna do it, bro. Exactly.
Believe. That's the first characteristic you really gotta have is believing in yourself. But the second one that I say is most important is patience, right? Because patience is the capacity or the acceptance of like delay, suffering, pain. Basically being able to tolerate the long term, because it's going to be a whole lot of BS when it comes to becoming successful, man. So you got to be able to have that patience to not get angry or come out your character, you know what I'm saying? Because it'll really have you sometimes feeling like, man, F all it. I don't want to do this. I don't want to go down this route no more. It make you forget your purpose. It make you stop that belief in yourself if you don't have that patience.
Hand in hand, belief and patience.
You know what I'm saying? So pay attention to them characteristics, man. This is how you get to a bag. Yeah. And the wrong thing about having these characteristics is that they can all be trained. They're all learned. They're all taught. You can be taught. You can teach yourself these characteristics so anybody can become successful.
So we got belief, which go hand in hand with patience, because like you said, it might not happen overnight. So you gotta have that strong belief and that patience. Another one I really feel like you gotta have is the ability to adapt to any situation, man. Because simply put, when I was in prison, my whole goal was to be a certified fitness trainer. Yeah. My whole goal was to be the best wastewater operator ever, and like I had different goals. But when I got out, I had to change my focus into something else because it just didn't go the way I planned it to go. So I had to adapt, and you gotta be ready for any situation, anything life throw at you, especially at your dreams. You gotta be able to shake it, shift it, and move with it at times. You know what I'm saying? You can't just give up, lay down, and sometimes you can't force yourself to go against the grain. Be able to flow with it like water, you feel me?
Yeah.
So you gotta be able to adapt and be ready for anything, bro.
Cause with that adaptability, you need to be ambitious. because it's so much stuff, like he says, gonna be thrown at you that you gotta learn how to curve and move. Well, I think Bruce Lee's the one that said, "Be like water." You know what I'm saying? So that's for real. You need to be like water for real, because man, I can't tell you how many with the nonprofit and the transportation and everything that I went through with promoting and stuff. I can't tell you with these businesses, you going through a lot. The more, especially as a convicted felon, man, you're gonna have a lot thrown at you, and you gotta know how to be ambitious, which is like the desire to succeed. You gotta have the desire to succeed, so you gotta have something on your forefront of your mind that's gonna keep that desire. That desire is that emotion, that passion, that burning feeling that make you wanna better the situation, that circumstance that you're in currently. Make you wanna change for the better, to do something with your life, to be something, to wanna get out of your situation, travel, whatever the case it is. You gotta be ambitious, man. You had to.
Ambition is definitely key, man. Another one for me, and this is another real important one for me, bro, is being humble, bro. Humility, bro. Because, like, when you start seeing yourself headed that way in that right direction and reaching them dreams, you start getting kind of confident, kind of arrogant, kind of big-headed. And a lot of times when you do that, you start moving different. Exactly. Then things you know, you start getting content. Before you even reach the main goal, you stop right here like, oh yeah, well, I'm doing it. You start counting your chickens way too quickly, bro. But you gotta stay humble. And for me, it's also so important for me because I am also a spiritual person, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I got high belief in the higher power, which is my God, you know what I'm saying, what I believe in. And I definitely believe in my life and also in his life, he got the keys. He's directing this ship. I'm just making the correct movements, and he letting me know over and over. Don't ever forget where you came from. Yeah. Don't forget how you started. Don't forget who's really in control of this. And I feel like once you lose touch with that, everything can just fall from underneath you like quickly, bro. Like humility is really like a power, bro.
It is. Humility is power,
bro. It's a power.
It really is.
Bro. You know what I'm saying?
Everything chaos around you, and you're able to keep your emotions,
chill, bro.
Intact.
This thing right here. This thing right here, it controls so much with you and around you, man. Just by being humble and humility, bro, with this brain, bro, you could just...
And I give a great example. I did a couple business ventures with a guy, and we was on the same page, and we made so much money, you know, that first go round, that he started taking the credit every time someone would say something about us doing something, and I'm stopping people, famous people, to try to let them know the story, and he'll come over there and take the credit, like, I did this, I did that, and I'm like, man, he taking, cause that it just power, money, it goes hand in hand. You gotta learn how to remain humble, because that'll kill your network.
But like, I know it's a big saying that you came into this world by yourself, but majority of the time, to reach that successful level, you're gonna need somebody or need help from outside people, and nobody want to be around a arrogant, prideful person, bro. Like, okay, if you know you the best, you know you the best at what you do, but you ain't gotta always say it, show you the best. Stay humble. That's what people like to be around. People who got that real confident, but they show it, not just always telling them, like, I know I'm the best at everything I do, and I come into everything I do, and I instill confidence in every partner I'm with. Anybody who I work with, I instill that confidence. We're gonna be straight, and we got this. But I don't do it in a braggadocious way. It's in a humble way, and they respect that, bro. Bring up your team around you, and that's what we do for each other on a daily basis, by staying humble and bringing each other up to the next level.
Another thing, it goes perfectly with humility, right? Is self-control. And self-control, like, I know you probably heard, if you into reading about philosophy and all this stuff, you hear it all the time, self-control is true strength. And I'm going to tell you why. Because like with that adaptability, ambition, patience, all these other believing in yourself, self-control, even when you're starting to lose hope and lose faith and giving up your patience and your ambition, and you're tired of having to adapt to certain things not going your way, self-control is going to make you do things when you don't want to do them. When you want your body to look a certain way, but you just don't want to go to the gym today, self-control is literally going to tell you, take your behind to the gym. Self-control going to tell you, wake up right now, get out of bed right now, this second, put in this work, let's go ahead and do it. Even if you're tired, you want to go to sleep, man, you got to be willing to sacrifice, and that's where that self-control comes into play. Self-control really is like concentration, it's focus. You want to hear about meditation and how these people reach spiritual heights or financial heights or whatever type of height that they're trying to achieve in their life. Because, man, without self-control, it's going to be hard to attain like what you really desire out of life, man. And you can literally teach yourself, learn every single one of these characteristics that we're telling you about.
You can, and they very important, because like you said in the beginning of the video, success ain't all just about getting the bag. That's just not how it works. You just don't wake up one day and say, you know what, I'm gonna go get the bag, and you get the bag and become successful. No, it's actually building yourself up to become successful, man, like with these character traits. And it's more traits we can add to this list, and I know y'all got traits that y'all believe as well. Y'all could shoot back at us in the comments section and get in our DMs, whatever.
You gotta have.
But you gotta have these, man, that always stay positive. Wake up every day knowing that you're gonna win. Don't never come into anything with an attitude of I don't know. No. You gotta come in there. That's part of self-control as well, as knowing I got this, bro.
Refrain from negativity. What I mean by that is like some people that say like, yo, I hurt my leg, so they can't go to football practice or whatever the case is, and every time they go somewhere, oh, I'm injured, this and that. Instead of saying, I'm healing right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the process of perfecting what I'm doing to be able for my body to adapt back into football practice. No, they want to say I'm injured, I'm hurt, I'm suffering. You know what I'm saying? It is a different way of looking at life with that glass halfway full or halfway empty. You know what I'm saying? You always want to look at it like it's halfway full.
That's just real. And just remember what he said also, success ain't all about just making money, bro, or being a star or whatever. There's so many different ways to be successful. You can be a successful musician, basketball player, real estate investor. So success is not just one thing, but the main thing about success is just being successful in life, man. Finding that happiness, that joy, something that you like doing, man. If you get paid for doing it, even better. But as long as you waking up and you're happy and you're smiling, you feeling fulfillment in what you're doing, you found your purpose in what you're doing, people around you happy, that's what you into, you're happy no matter what. That's success, man. Like I said, you don't reach that just by saying, I'm going to be successful. No, you build yourself with certain character traits to be successful.
So, believe in yourself.
Believe.
Patience.
Have patience.
Adaptability. Ambition. Humility. And self-control.
Self-control and staying positive, bro.
Gotta have them.
That's the ones we feel like
you need. Force your 5,000.
And it's your boy, Ricky Levi.
Y'all built them characters.